Hello guys, welcome to the SQL Server installation video. Today we are going to install the SQL Server 2019 Developer Edition. As you know, it's a free edition for the development purposes from Microsoft. Hope this video helps you out when you are trying out the latest edition of SQL Server until the SQL Server 2022 is released later down the year or next year. So download the ISO using the Dev Essential program. Dev Essential program is a free program for all the developers by Microsoft. You can easily sign up and get the ISO from the Dev Essential program for the developer. I already have the ISO, as you can see. So what I'll do, I'll show the system properties. So I have a Ryzen 5 5500 system with a Windows 10 Home installed on it with 8 GB RAM and a 64-bit OS. So let's go and start. So I'll right click and mount the file first. So then you can see it will come in the my computer, and you just open it and right click and run as administrator the setup. So it will take a bit to load. I'm having a NVMe SSD, so it's very fast. Go to the installation part and you can start as a new installation, new SQL Server standard in standalone installation. So here you can select the developer edition. If you want an evaluation edition, you can change that, or an express edition is also available. Or if you have the key, you can enter the key here and change it the version. So I will select developer here and I'll click next. I'll accept the terms and I'll click next. So here you can use the updates if you want. I'm not doing that. Next. So it will check the rules. So you can see all my rules are passed. If not, just do the mentioned things and rerun the checklist or the prerequisite. Here you can select all the features. It will have plenty of features, so you can select all if you want, or for the time being I'm not selecting the machine learning part or the poly-based query analysis service or the integration service. Just for the sake of installation, on a different video I'll be showing that in a detailed installation. So here I don't need the distributed replay controller, distributed replay client, master data service not needed. You can change the installation directory from here. Select whichever directory you want and just copy paste and click next. So I'll go with the default. Next part is the instance configuration part. So I'll go with the default instance. If you want named instance, say for the clustered or a different installation, you want the named one, you can just select the named instance and give whatever name you want. So it will whatever the computer name appearing in your system, unless it's not, if it's a standalone installation, it will come as PC name / SQL19, as you can see. Otherwise default name it will be a system name. So we'll go with the default instance name. So next is the server configuration part, which is this is just the like you can say the express way of installing the SQL Server. Here you can select the service account names and the mode of like automatic, manual, or when the service should be started or not. If you have a particular service, like if you have a domain, you can give the domain administrator, or you can give the laptop administrator or the desktop administrator username here and click OK and enter the password. So what I'm going to do here is, like, I will select the default for the services. So whichever you can account you want. Sometimes if you are in a domain environment in your lab or in your development environment, it will be ideal to give the domain admin login. Otherwise you can go with the default, which is the network services, or you can give the administrator also, which will be having additional privileges for network access and all. So what I'm going to do is, like, I'll give here the network services, as you can see. So I'll select network services, click OK, and click the grant perform volume maintenance option to increase the performance while restoration of the databases or creation of databases. In the next screen you can select the windows or mixed mode, if you select mixing mode, you can give the service account password. Service account meaning the SA password. Add the current user. So this is where you give the SA password. So keep it safe, as you know, and click add the service. You can change the directory of the tempdb. You can create additional tempdb if you want. You can change the max stop, the memory allocated, file stream enabling. We'll skip that and you will go next. So I'll click install. So it will pretty much take, normally on a good system, 15 to 20 minutes. If you are having an NVMe SSD, M2 SSD, it will take only less than that, so roughly 10 minutes for that. On a next video, I will show you how to download the developer edition ISO from Microsoft side legally. Also the SQL Server Management Studio installation, which is the next step after this. This is just the basic things. It has the database engine, the replication scenario, and the SQL Server agent, and the main things only. The analysis service, the integration service, the machine learning services are not installed. I think it needs its own version of instruction, because you have to configure it one by one. That will take huge time. So if you are in a quick hurry to install and test your application, the latest version of SQL Server, this installation video will help you out. It's pretty straight. Let's wait for it to complete. Also, I would suggest, if you're trying in a server, if you can have an SSD, it's okay. Or if in a server, you go with the RAID 1.0 for the performance part. Or if it's a desktop or a normal server with only the hard disk without a RAID, you go with the SSDs for the better performance for the installation and for data IO. It's almost completed. Hey guys, it's almost completed. Just a few minutes to give, so it's just verifying everything, and it will start the services: the SQL Server service, SQL Server Agent service, and the SQL Server Browser service. I have given as automatic for all the services. So it will the installation application will try to start the services, and if you are facing any errors, it will straight away show the installation has failed. It's nothing to be worried. Sometimes if you give the wrong account with the wrong password, the service will not start, but the installation will be successful, but it shows as failed. So you just have to go to the services and start it. So there you go, it's completed now. You can just verify the status of each service, it's completed or not. So just scrolling down and close. Okay, I have already installed this SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio, so I'll just close the installation window. You can download this, click the URL, so it will open the window to download the SSMS setup, the latest ones. I've already installed, so I'll just close and I'll try logging into the SQL Server with the GUI or the SSMS, you can say. And it will be, SSMS is a separate installation, I said. So you can install anytime. It's ideal, you download it and install it. I'll show in another video. So I'll start the SSMS. It will take roughly 10 to 15 seconds to load the SSMS. I think the previous versions up to 16 was very fast. I think these versions are having much more integration, so for the machine learning and all, so it's a little bit. So this is the default server name, HP laptop. So I'll just click connect. If you have given the SA name, you can go log in with the SA name. So I'll just verify what version I have installed. So you can see, select that server name gives you the instance name what I'm having, so it's HP laptop, so it's correct. Next I'm going with the server version, so just select at that so at that version, so it will give you the version of the installed instance. So that's it. Yeah, I'll expand it for you. Just you can see the developer edition. So that's it. Thank you guys. This is the express installation of SQL Server. Thank you.